on, 1 minute, 14 seconds. Let's go.
Mark your calendars for November 1st. The Lady War Eagles basketball team is back in action. You won't want to miss it. Bring your friends and family and let's fill the stands. Your support means everything to us. See you on November 1st at 7 p.m.
Okay, starting our next one in 10 seconds, ladies, right here. Mind over matter.
What's your name?
Alexander.
Saúl Heredia.
Kevin Lynn.
Zaire.
Demarion.
Evan.
My name is Adrian Mitchell.
Are you celebrating Halloween, Aaron?
No, I'm not. I mean, yes, I am.
What are you gonna be?
Jake the dog.
I'm going to be a dark angel.
I think I'm gonna be Spider-Man.
I'm gonna be a skibbity toilet.
Probably just gonna wear the inflatable dinosaur costume.
I'm gonna be Simon from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Oh, I'm not dressing up. I'm just taking my sister out.
What are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do? I'm gonna trick or treat with friends.
I'm either gonna go through Imperial or the Woodlands and just mess around with my friends.
Who are you celebrating with?
My friends.
Where at?
The Woodlands. Okay.
Who are you gonna celebrate with?
Friends from different schools.
Who are you gonna celebrate with?
I don't know. Why are you asking all these questions? What? I don't know. What's your address again?
What's your favorite candy and what?
You know, I'll have to say Feastable bars. You know, I love the Feastable bars a lot. That is my favorite.
Crunch bars, cause like they low key like really good.
It's my favorite candy. I love Jolly Ranchers because my dentist tells me not to eat them, and I really hate him.
Snickers, because it's chocolate and I love chocolate.
Gushers, and because I just really like how they taste.
Gotta say Kit Kats.
What kind of candy? I hate high chews.
Tootsie Rolls, because I feel like the chocolate is cheap quality and just all around nasty and rubberish.
Twizzlers. Cause like, who likes Twizzlers really?
Laffy Taffy, because it's so hard to open and it's just so sticky on your teeth and just annoying.
The worst? Swedish Fish. I don't think I have to explain why.
Oh, dude, Snickers.
It was my senior year of high school. I was a drum major, and I was out teaching people, you know, helping people do the marching band thing like our drum majors do. We had this little freshman euphonium player. Literally, the euphonium was as big as him, and he could not get some dots, and we worked really hard on the sideline to get the dots correct, and I had him go back into the rep the very last time that we were gonna do it, and he nailed it, like 100%. And the horn came down, and he had this giant smile on his face, like how you guys do when you do something really awesome. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I have to do that forever. I think the biggest thing I like, or the thing I like the most, is seeing you guys have fun doing what you do, because it reminds me of how much I had fun when I was in high school band. I think it's really important that you guys have a place that you can call your home, and that you feel welcomed, and that you know you have a place there, you have a home there, and just enjoying everything you do. No, it's a great thing. It's really exciting. I think the excitement, especially this week right now, given that our first competition is tomorrow, is super exciting. And I love it because it finally kind of culminates into everything you guys have been working for since the summer. And so it's fun to get to see the product get out there and to see you guys make it better and see how far we can get in the season. Well, we always say that Oak Ridge Band is a student-led program. We really work to make sure that the student leaders and all the students are empowered to do the right thing and to have the tools that they need to be successful, and they know how to do everything and work hard and all that stuff. So we rely a lot on you guys, but also just kind of looking at the bigger picture and looking at, you know, what is our main goal and taking those steps, working backwards on how we want to get there. So this year's show is called Be Kind Rewind, and it's all about, the music is movies from like the 90s, early 2000s, and it's about, you know, it's a Friday night and you're coming home from school and your mom or dad is like, hey, let's go rent a movie and get some popcorn and stuff. And this is way before the time of Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime, where you had to go and rent the VHS tape. And so you go to the movie store, get your favorite movie, take it home, and bam, just magic on the screen. And so it's all about that movie magic and just the whole act of you get to go rent a movie, take it home, eat some popcorn, and just enjoy doing that stuff. My favorite is the French horn because I think they have all the coolest parts in any music that we play. I wanted to be a French horn player. I think it's very surreal because we're so used to performing in our parking lot and just looking at the big blue tower and watching me jump up and down and scream at you. And I think it's very surreal to get out there and see people in the stands and hear people clap and applaud for you. And it's not the same for adults that you see every day. It's all of these other people that you don't know. And to hear them appreciate what you do, I think it's a very cool feeling. It's a very surreal feeling. Always keep trying your best. Never stop trying your best. You're not gonna get things the first time. You're gonna mess up. It's okay, but always keep trying to be the very best version of yourself that you can be. I think one of the biggest goals is, for me personally, that you guys leave the band program feeling like you are a better human, better person, better version of yourself, and a better musician. And so I think my biggest goal for y'all is that I want you guys to leave the Oak Ridge Band knowing how to be a good person, how to be a productive member of a group of society, and to just have your own personal goals and knowing the steps that you need to take to reach those.
I felt really good about tonight. It's a little cold out here, but I love it. The weather, it's finally cold in Texas here. Let's not jinx it though.
My name is Larissa Cox. I teach AP English 4, which is AP Literature and Composition here at Oak Ridge High School. AP Literature and Composition is a class that really focuses on how authors and poets create meaning with purposeful language, and how we, as students of literature, can gain interpretation and confidently make claims about that and support it in our writing. One of the things I tell my students is don't be afraid of a poem. And usually they giggle and smirk and think, well, I'm not afraid of a poem. But it can be intimidating when we read something and we don't understand it at face value right at the start. And so one of the most valuable skills I think I can help my students with is being willing to, as Billy Collins says, walk into a poem and feel around for the light switch and flip on that light. It's a process. And so I think the biggest thing is just to not be afraid of a poem, not to be intimidated by it. When you're reading a poem or any piece of literature, the questions you ask yourself are the key to understanding. Really great readers and writers are constantly asking themselves questions while they're reading. Teaching poetry can be challenging because usually by the time I get students as seniors, they have preconceived ideas about poetry. And I'm teaching a room full of people that have different past experiences with poetry. And some come in and they're like, as soon as I say poetry, they say, yay, and they're so excited. And others, they're immediately rolling their eyes. So it's my job as the teacher to try and help engage all learners. And so I've got to help us find some common ground on poetry. And I think that can sometimes be a challenge, but usually I'm able to win them over. I want students to have the freedom to go for a timed writing, a writing assignment where we're analyzing a piece of literature. But I also want them to have the freedom to know that I have that safety net of I can try again, I can try it a different way, and I want to empower them that they have something to say. I think that's the biggest challenge when my students finally understand that I can read a piece of literature and I can say something about that confidence in their own ability to interpret. On the first day of school, I share a poem by Walt Whitman with my students called Omeo Life. And in the movie Dead Poet Society, Robin Williams' character actually reads a portion of that poem to his students. And he talks about the noble pursuits in life, engineering and science and business. These are all very noble pursuits, and they keep life going. But poetry is about love and passion. What I'm hoping to do is send my students out the door with a well-rounded understanding of life.